Hey guys, it's Stacey with Chapter Chicks, and I'm here with another requested review. It's from the usual suspects. Some of them have their own channel, which is the Reading Chick and Lore Wing. I will link them down below. And the third one is Mr. Clayton 345. So thank you to all who requested a book for me. This is over Firelight by Sophie Jordan. This is about a girl named Jacinda, and she is a Drakey. And a Drakey is somebody who is descendants of dragon. These people can manifest into their Drakey forms, and then they can de-manifest into their human form. There's different types of Drakey, and there's water Drakey, there's onyx Drakey. There is hunters that come after them. They use just basically their parts, their blood, their skin for various means that humans usually exploit other animals for. The Drakey's best defense against the hunters is the fact that they can de-manifest into a human form. This is a secret. None of the hunters or the other people know that a Drakey can take a human form. Jacinda lives in a pride in the mountains of other Drakeys, and then she meets a human when she is in manifest form named Will, who actually lets her go. Through a series of events, Jacinda's mom one night decides that it's best to take Jacinda and Jacinda's twin sister out of the pride because she feels like her daughters are in danger. First of all, I think it's a really cool concept. Out of all the mythical creatures that we have visited thus far, dragons is one of them, is one that we have not got to indulge and dive into. The manifestations and the de-manifestations between human and dragon is really cool. The different types of dragons are really cool. It's just the whole concept is amazing, and I really loved it. Plus a gorgeous cover to go with it. I really liked the characters, even though Jacinda at times was very indecisive, that at times did get frustrating, but nothing to the point where I couldn't still enjoy the book. The things that got on my nerves in the book is the writing style. At times the writer didn't really describe things that were happening well enough for me to get a good picture. Like, for example, their Drakey form is briefly talked about in the beginning, but to the point where I really couldn't get a clear picture of what the Drakey form looked like. I didn't know if it was a person with just scales or if they were all on hands and knees. I knew that they had claws. I had a vague description of what they are. I've already read the second one, Vanish. I think that in Vanish she gives a much clearer description of the Drakey. Did the girls keep their hair? Did their hair turn color? Stuff of that nature was kind of left out, and it was kind of confusing to get a clear picture of the Drakey, which was frustrating at times. I also feel like there should have been more information on the clan and the Drakey. She mentioned other aspects of the Drakey, but she really wouldn't go into it to where I really had a clear idea of what she was talking about. The thing that I really didn't like in the book was the setting. So the setting is something that I usually never really focus on. The setting is something I generally just don't care about. But I did like the concept, I did like the characters, and I did like the ending. I think the book picked up way more towards the ending. I know it sounds like I really didn't enjoy this book with all the complaining I was doing, but I actually really did enjoy this book. I thought it was decent. The concepts of dragons was just like so cool, and I think she did a good job with the concept aspect of this book and the storyline. But there's other parts that I felt like she fell flat on. Obviously, I'm planning on continuing on the series because I've already read the second installment, which is Vanish, and then the third installment is already out, which is Hidden. But I'm not sure I really like Hidden's cover. I think it's a little weird. But yes, definitely check out the series. It's a fun, unique experience. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on it. Some people really, really love it, and some people just really can't stand it. But for me, I'm in the middle, which is a good place to be. I want to say the middle is a good place to be. I'm just slap happy. I'm sorry. Really didn't like the setting. I didn't like the desert scene. I really didn't like that her mother was taking her there, killing off a part of her for her well-being. The description of her constantly being dry and constantly being just feel like she's drained because of it. It was kind of annoying. I didn't like the desert setting at all. The whole time I was reading it, I was just like, when is she going to leave this awful place? I also like the hunter families. I felt like that they gave a lot of flavor and a lot of spice to the dull, barren wasteland that we were in the desert. Like when we were around his family, it felt like other things were going on besides describing the desert and her trouble dealing with the desert. That's why I really liked when his family came along, because it was like you felt like something was happening. If you read it, let me know your thoughts and dislikes and likes about the book. And yeah, this is Stacey with Chapter Chicks, and I hope you enjoyed the review.